There's really nothing to say. Sha'Carri Richardson, she really disproved any doubt from anyone that has been happening for years. Gold medal, 100-meter dash, 10.65 seconds, championship record. She beat the best women on earth. We're talking about Shelly-Ann, Fraser-Pryce, and Sha'Carri Jackson, right? So listen, Sha'Carri Richardson deserves all her flowers. She came out and disproved any doubters, myself included in a sense, right? I only picked her for the bronze medal here. She came out from lane 9. Sha'Carri Richardson won from lane 9. She was one of the time qualifiers. She didn't even automatically qualify into the final because Sha'Carri Jackson and Marie-José Talu both got the auto qualifiers in that second semifinal. But again, Sha'Carri Richardson, amazing performance from her to be able to get the win. I'm going to be completely honest. From my vantage point, I was watching it kind of high up, right by the finish line. I thought that Sha'Carri Jackson had got it. You know, the angles were kind of weird, but when Sha'Carri Richardson was celebrating, I wasn't even sure, but she got the gold medal. Amazing performance for her and amazing kind of comeback in a sense, right? You're talking about 2021 at the Olympic trials when she, won the Olympic trials in the 100, but unfortunately had the situation with the ban and she wasn't able to compete at the Olympics. Didn't make the team last year, didn't even get out of the heats in the 100-meter dash last year, but came here, won USA's. People also said that, she wasn't able to, compete through the rounds, which, at USA's, you see her getting slower in the rounds in a sense, but still wins. But she was able to show up here. She really actually got faster through the rounds, right? She ran 10.9 in the heats, she ran 10.8 in the semis, and then ran 10.6 in the final. I mean, there's really not much you could say in terms of doubting Sha'Carri at this point, right? Again, she not only made the World Championship team, she then got into the World Championship finals, and then she won gold, and she did it in a championship record against some of literally the best women in history. So all kudos to Sha'Carri Richardson and everything that she was able to accomplish here. But we also have to give huge shout outs to Sha'Carri Jackson coming in second place. Another silver medal here. I thought she was going to be the gold medalist, but silver medal is a very, very amazing performance for Sha'Carri Jackson. 10.72 seconds is also another amazing performance, right? You're talking about someone who came from the 400, dropped down to the 100 and the 200, and has been consistently winning medals. Huge shout outs to Sha'Carri Jackson and everything that she's been able to do. I think she's going to be dangerous in the 200. We'll talk about that in a second, but Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, season's best, 10.77 seconds. Now, she had an abbreviated season, had a knee injury, couldn't compete for most of the year. She only, came out at the Jamaican Championships and ran the 200 there. And then she finally picked things up in Europe, running in Madrid and then also in Italy. But she came here and she proved that she is literally, in my opinion, still the GOAT of the 100-meter dash. She won another medal. I'm not even sure what number medal this is in terms of World Championships, Olympics, et cetera, et cetera. Sure, it's not a gold medal, but Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce is still the 100-meter GOAT. The fact that she won a medal in 2008 and now is still winning medals in 2023, does that even make sense? Crazy. In the press conference, Sha'Carri Richardson actually said that she looked up to Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. She was watching her growing up. So it's crazy to see the longevity that Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce has. And to be honest, she could be Olympic champion next year. Now, we've seen at this point that Sha'Carri Richardson, Sha'Carri Jackson, Elaine Thompson-Herah may come back. So there's going to be another majorly stacked field when we're talking about the women's 100-meter dash. But a couple other women, Marie-José Talu. Now, this was devastating. Another fourth place for Talu in the 100-meter dash. She arguably looked like she could be the gold medalist after the semifinals, right? She looked like she was in form throughout the round. She was relaxed. She was chilling all throughout the season, running 10.7s multiple times. Fourth place, Marie-José Talu, only running 10.81 seconds, just on the cusp, literally on the cusp of getting that bronze medal. But she was devastated. Walking through the mix zone where the athletes do interviews, she was devastated. But huge shout outs to Marie-José Talu. She is literally one of the greatest athletes in history when we're talking about the sprints. She has double silver in the 100 and 200 from 2017. She has a bronze medal from 2019. Don't downplay Marie-José Talu. Amazing athlete. We did see Julian Alfred in her first World Championship final. She came up for fifth, running 10.93 seconds. After a long NCAA season, this was an amazing performance for her. Iwa Swoboda managed to get a personal best, 10.97 seconds. She actually missed the final originally. I think she was one spot out by 1,000th of a second from Dina Asher-Smith, but then they reevaluated and said that she did make the final along with Dina Asher-Smith. They gave them 9 lanes, which is an amazing thing there. But Swoboda coming in just in 6th place. Brittany Brown, 7th place in her first 100-meter final. You're talking about someone who was a 200-meter bronze medalist that people were like, oh, no one's in that race. Now she's coming to a a legendary 100-meter final, finishing 7th place. Listen, huge shout out to her. Dina Asher-Smith, 11 seconds flat, and Tamari Davis, 11.03. But again, Sha'Carri Richardson, championship record, gold medal, 10.65 seconds. Shericka Jackson, 10.72 for silver. And then Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, 10.77 seconds for the bronze medal. Now, I do want to talk about what's going to happen in the 200 meters because this has some implications here. Sha'Carri Richardson, she's going to be in the 200. Shericka Jackson, she's going to be in the 200. Shout out to Anson Henry, was just talking with him a little bit at the meet. I think he's going to be going live a little bit over the next couple of days, but he kind of actually convinced me that Sha'Carri Richardson could be a problem in the 200. Now, she's running with no stress, right? She already got the gold medal. She's chilling. She's like 200, that's icing on the cake. And apparently that's her favorite event. So we're going to see what she's able to do in the 200. Don't forget that she ran that 21.6 seconds, kind of slowing down at USA Championships. Now, people are going to say, oh, she got slower through the round, whatever. She proved it here that she can compete. But I do think Shericka Jackson is still going to be a serious problem. I am sticking with my prediction that Shericka Jackson is going to win 200-meter gold and that she is going to approach and probably break the world record when we're talking about 21.3. But I think that she's going to drag Sha'Carri Richardson and Gabby Thomas along with her to some amazing time. So I'm getting ahead of myself. We still got, a day or so before the 200-meter starts, but amazing performances when we're talking about the women's 100-meter dash. Now, let's move over to the men's 110-meter hurdles. In the heats, we did see Rasheed Broadbell drop out, crash out from the hurdles. Really devastating. Wasn't going to see that huge matchup we were all looking forward to. But getting into the final, through the semifinals, everyone for the most part looked good. Cordell Tinch didn't make it through, unfortunately. His first time here, I think he mentioned that, he was dealing with just being overseas and, competing at this biggest stage. But regardless, everyone made it to the final. And listen, this was the Grant Holloway show. 12.96 seconds. He won comfortably. He was out and away from the gun just like he usually is, but he maintained really, really well for the most part to get his 3rd gold medal, his 3rd world championship gold medal in the 110-meter hurdles. I mean, people doubted him last year saying that, a lot of people weren't in the race. Hansel Parchment, unfortunately, got injured. Devin Allen, right? He falls start. Listen, at this point, can you doubt Grant Holloway and his ability to win when it matters, right? Yes, he lost the gold medal at the Olympic Games to Hansel Parchment, who is a well-accomplished athlete, and guess what? Hansel Parchment got the silver medal here, 13.07 seconds. Now, think about Hansel Parchment and his career. All the way back in 2012, was it, right? We're literally talking about over a decade of him on the scene winning medals. He got a medal at the London 2012 Olympics. He has multiple medals. Of course, the Olympic champion in 2021. Of course, silver medal at the 2015 World Championships as well. Hansel Parchment is the definition of consistency and showing up when it counts. Yes, he had a little hiccup last year where he unfortunately got injured, but for him to be able to come away with the silver medal here in a very strong performance, right? 13.07 seconds is nothing to slouch out. Really, really proud of Hansel Parchment and what he was able to do here. And the bronze medal, Daniel Roberts. Huge shout out to Daniel Roberts and what he was able to do at these World Championships. If you don't realize, at the 2019 World Championships, he hit a hurdle and was unfortunately DQ'd, wasn't able to get out of the heats. At the 2021 Olympic Games in Tokyo, he made it to the semifinals but was unable to qualify for the final. At the 2022 World Championships, he hit another hurdle and was unable to make it out of the heats. For him to not only make the semifinal here, make the final here, but then get on the podium in 13.09 seconds, one of his fastest times of his career. Listen, Daniel Roberts is the consummate performer. He's really, really has been working towards this moment, and this is a huge moment for him. So again, Grant Holloway, never doubt Grant Holloway. At this point, if you're doubting Grant Holloway, you're just not following what has been going on. 3-time world champion in the 110-meter hurdles. Apologies, I don't have my stats right now. I'm not sure if anyone has actually done it. Maybe, not sure if I don't think Alan Johnson has done that. Maybe Colin Jackson. I need to go back. Someone, definitely go in the comments and let me know if someone was able to get a 3-time consecutive world championship gold medals in the 110-meter hurdles. Hansel Parchment, again, 11 years between his first medal in 2012 and now his most recent medal in 2023. Amazing performance. And then Daniel Roberts getting onto that podium for the bronze medal here. Also, shout out to Freddie Crittenden. His first world championships, he gets 4th place. Amazing performance for him. So shout out to all these guys in the 110-meter hurdles. Now, besides that, we did have a couple semifinals that were absolutely insane. I'm talking about the men's 400-meter hurdles. Listen, this was arguably, again, I don't have my stats right in front of me, but this was arguably the fastest, if not the fastest semifinal in history of the men's 400-meter hurdles. I mean, just for context, right? You're talking about Trevor Bassett, the bronze medalist from the World Championships last year. He didn't qualify on time. He managed to run 47.38 seconds for a personal best, and he qualified as the fastest, non-automatic qualifier, right? He didn't automatically qualify. You had Warholm running 47.09 seconds. You had Benjamin 47.24. Rashawn Clark from Jamaica 47.34 seconds for a world junior record. He equaled the world junior record previously at Jamaican Championships. Now he owns it. He is on the cusp of the 47-second barrier, right? Trevor Bassett, like I said, 47.38. He had to qualify on time, right? Dos Santos, McMaster, Maggie, right? All these guys, and then you had Joshua Abaku, right? All these guys are going to the 400-meter hurdle final, and the slowest qualifier was 48.39 seconds. Listen, I'm telling you, Carson Warholm is going to run 45 point something crazy. Rai Benjamin is going to run 45.8. I think the world record is gone. I really think the world record is gone. And at this point, Alison Dos Santos, he looks good right behind Rai Benjamin in that semifinal. Kyron McMaster, do not sleep on him. 47.72, chilling. Listen, this is going to be a crazy final. And Rashawn Clark, again, huge shout out to him. World junior record, owns that. He broke the Jamaican national record as well. Amazing performances. I am super excited, if you can't tell, for this 400-meter hurdles when we're talking about the men's side. Now, women's 400-meter hurdles, this was pretty much chalk for the most part. Everyone got through, so not going to talk too much about it, but let's talk about the 400s, the women's 400-meter semifinal. We did see, listen, Marlita Paulino is going to do something crazy. She jogged a crazy performance of 49.54 seconds. Paulino is in crazy shape. I really think that in that semifinal, if she was running all out, she would have run like 48.5 or 48.6. She's going crazy. Really look out for Paulino. But Natalia Kazmarek from Poland, she also had an amazing performance along with Sade Williams. Listen, first off, Kazmarek, 49.50 seconds. Huge performance for her. Sade Williams just ran a national record of 49.58 seconds. She obliterated her personal best of 49.80 seconds that she ran to get the bronze medal last year. Listen, this is going to be crazy. Rashida Adeleke, right? 49.87 seconds, making her first 400-meter final in an event that she said that she was still learning. Lieke Klaver looked very good. I know she kind of ran away from her semifinal. Lieke Klaver, 49.87 seconds, very close to her personal best. And then from Belgium, right? Cynthia Bolingo, 49.96 seconds. I had her on that bracket that I did, right, leading up to the World Championships, and she was eliminated in the first round. But she managed to make the final here, which is insane. Candice McLeod just qualified on time, 50.62 seconds. This is actually kind of crazy if you think about it, right? All the top 7 women ran 49 seconds. Candice McLeod ran 50.62 seconds. That is a big drop off when you're talking about 49.96 and then 50.62 qualify. This is kind of crazy. Actually, I completely forgot. I'm just looking at the results now, right? Talitha Diggs, she actually auto-qualified with 50.86 seconds. So kind of much farther back, but this is going to be a crazy final. I really think Paulino is going to go wild. And then Kazmarek, she looked comfortable, but I think Sade Williams actually might go crazy as well. Sade Williams was very comfortable despite finishing just behind Natalia Kazmarek. I don't know, man. Let me know what you think is going to happen in this women's 400. This is a crazy. Listen, Sydney McLaughlin-Roney, she pulled out. Listen, we all miss, we wanted to see something crazy. I think this is crazy regardless. So huge shout out to the women in the 400-meter dash. And then the final thing we have to talk about, the men's triple jump. Now, just the other day, we saw Jaden Hibbert jump 17.70 meters, a performance that actually would have won this competition. Did it on his second jump, and then he shut things down. He felt comfortable. He was like, listen, Jaden Hibbert was probably I don't know if he was a gold medal favorite, right? But he was definitely in the hunt for the gold medal. This guy, young, everything, but he unfortunately wasn't able to make it past his first jump. He took his first attempt and then, he pulled up kind of down the runway and, he jumped a little bit, but then he grabbed his right hamstring. He said apparently that there was like a little twinge and he's a little injured. He's good though. Luckily he walked through the mix zone, he's good. So hopefully he's going to be able to get things back. But this wasn't the night for him. But I do have to give a huge shout out to Hughes Fabrice Zango from Burkina Faso, his first gold medal. He had medaled at the 2019 Doha World Championships. He medaled at the 2021 Tokyo Olympics. He medaled at the 2022 World Championships. He finally got on top of the podium. Gold medal for Hughes Fabrice Zango. I think this might be the first gold medal ever for Burkina Faso. I think Hughes Fabrice Zango has every medal in history for Burkina Faso. huge shout out to him. I mean, this guy is amazing. His coach, Teddy Tamgo, you know, who's a legend in the triple jump, 2013 world champion in the triple jump. Teddy Tamgo is a legend. I think Teddy Tamgo had the world indoor record, and then Fraser-Pryce, who he now coaches, broke the indoor world record. So amazing performance for Zango. Lázaro Martinez from Cuba, 17.41 meters to get the silver medal. And then also from Cuba, Cristian Nápoles, he managed to jump 17.40 meters for a personal best. Amazing performance. I mean, the Cubans had, unfortunately, they have so many logistical and probably so many bureaucratic issues where a lot of athletes, Pedro Pablo Pichardo, right, they move and transfer allegiance to, you know, countries in Europe and other countries like that. So to see some of these Cuban athletes finally get on the podium and represent well for their country, represent the heritage and the amazing depth of triple jumping that they have in their country is an amazing performance. But again, huge shout out to Fraser-Pryce Zango finally getting on top of the podium. I mean, he has been here for a while and I'm so proud of him. Also, I want to definitely say that I'm actually glad that Jaden Hibbert shut things down as opposed to trying to, you know, really push things through. If you remember, I think it was either the Tokyo Olympics or another competition, but Tajay Gale, he actually jumped and he injured himself on one of his first or second jumps, maybe in the prelims, but he still tried to push through. I think that was kind of detrimental for the rest of his career. You know, we haven't seen him being the same athlete since in the long jump. I really think that for Jaden Hibbert's, you know, long-term potential and for his long-term success, this was a good idea to just shut things down, felt a little bit of something. He said that he's good. So listen, he has a long career. He's only a freshman at Arkansas. Listen, he has a long career, but huge shout out to Fraser-Pryce Zango getting that gold medal. And then of course, Martinez as well as Nápoles getting the silver and the bronze medal in the triple jump. But that was day 3. I mean, when I tell you I was insanely surprised, though I picked Sha'Carri to get a medal, but I didn't think that she was going to win gold and in this way. So I will gladly admit that I was wrong. Huge shout out to Sha'Carri Richardson. Huge shout out to the women in the 100 meters. Huge shout out to the men in the 110 meter hurdles. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite performance from these World Championships day 3 has been. And listen, we have a lot more days to go. I mean, this is day 3. We're going all the way till what, Sunday next week. So keep tuning in and thanks for watching.